Lilo and Stitch, Stitch's day at school. Lilo and Stitch were excited. It was pet day at school, and all the kids were bringing their pets to class. Hurry up, Lilo, Nani said. Lilo's older sister called. You'll be late for school. Nani looked at Stitch. We're going to be on our best behavior today, right? Stitch nodded, and he was very excited to go to Lilo's school. Dunk, dunk. At school, there were all kinds of pets. Some were big and fluffy, and some were small and scaly, and some even looked like their owners. The class also had a pet of its own, a frog named Mr. Phibbs, but none of the animals looked like Stitch. After each presentation, Lilo got more and more excited. She couldn't wait for her turn, and Stitch was curious about all the other creatures. But when he got a closer look at the class pet, Mr. Phibbs, he jumped out of his habitat and disappeared through the door. Stitch chased Mr. Phibbs, and the frog hopped down the hall into another classroom. Oh no. Oh no. The classroom kids, in that classroom, the students wore goggles and aprons because they were working on experiments. It reminded Stitch of Jabba's hut, and Stitch knew he had to find Mr. Phibbs and get back to Lilo, and he couldn't resist trying his own experiment. After some careful pours and shakes, Stitch made a stink bomb that sent everybody scrambling from the room, including his froggy friend. In the hallway, the halls filled with students headed to the cafeteria. Where would he ever find Mr. Phibbs in the crowd? Stitch followed the students as they filed into the cafeteria, searching for the green frog. Stitch didn't have to worry. Mr. Phibbs hopped right in behind him and to the cafeteria. Stitch grabbed him, but tried to grab him, but missed. And Mr. Phibbs jumped right onto the tray of spilling food everywhere. Food fight! As the cafeteria erupted into chaos, Stitch spotted Mr. Phibbs jumping out the door. As the frog hopped from room to room, Stitch followed, but every time he got close, something caught his eye. He was doing math when he remembered that Nani had said best behavior at school, which was interesting, but the clock was ticking and he needed to get to class with Mr. Phibbs and fast. At last, Stitch found Mr. Phibbs. While the whistle blew, a red rubber ball filled the air, and Stitch ducked and jumped and cartwheeled across the gymnasium and caught Mr. Phibbs. He was now going back to Lilo's class. He even got to play dodgeball. And just in time, it was Lilo's turn to introduce her pet of the day. My name is Lilo Palaki, and this is Stitch. He is my Stitch. What an unusual pet, the teacher said. Yes, ma'am, said Lilo. That's because Stitch isn't a pet. He's my best friend and part of my ohana, and ohana means family. Lilo pulled Stitch in for a hug. Nani met Lilo and Stitch after school. Pet day was great, Lilo said. Stitch was on his best behavior. Really? Nani said. And, really? I think that calls for some ice cream. Oops, there's more. Hold on. And Stitch agreed it was the best pet day ever. The end.